Donna Sharp with Owning Your Brilliance Live, Day 3. I am in a different location tonight. I am on set, on scene at the gym. Tonight what we're going to be talking about is developing daily habits. We spoke a little bit about that 2 nights ago, and I just wanted to continue by going over a couple of key things that you probably should be able to keep in mind. Hello, Miss Kathy, how are you? Hi, Miss Pat, thank you for joining. How are you? Priscilla, how are you? Thank you for joining. I pray that you guys had a wonderful day today. We'll wait for a couple more people to come on. How was everyone's day? How was your day today? Hi, Tara. How are you? Good evening. How was your day, Miss Tara, Miss Priscilla, Miss Pat? You may hear some noise because we're at the gym. Perfect place to be. How's everybody else day? How was everyone else's day today? Hello, Miss Felicia. How are you? It was a good day. Just a good day? I know it was better than that. Hello, Miss Glennis. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I don't know what time it is right now in your times, but right here in Florida, it's about 10:54. Hello, Miss Leah. Thank you so much for joining. Woo! I changed location on you guys tonight, so I'm gonna go over a few things that I think you'll find interesting. All right, I've had a great day today. Very nice, Miss Kathy, very nice. Hello, Ramona. Hello, Miss Catherine. You guys are awake. I thought everyone would be sleeping. Hey, that's a good thing. So tell me where you guys are from. Where are you guys from? Hi, Miss Catherine. What areas are you guys from? I see you guys chiming in. I don't know if it's 11 o'clock there or 10 o'clock. It's about 10:55 here in Florida. We had an awesome day today. A very, very nice day today. You know we're awake. North Carolina. Woo-hoo! Oh, West Coast. I love it. I love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So listen, I was waiting a little bit so everyone can join. My name is Donna Sharp. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day 3 for me for Owning Your Brilliance Live. And I decided to change location tonight. I wanted to get directly into a location that you're probably familiar with. So I'm going to walk you around just really quick so you can see where I am. Can you see where I am right now? Does this look familiar to anyone? Does this look familiar? Yeah? Look at this. I'm sure a lot of you probably already did your due diligence today by maybe getting on the treadmill this morning at 6 a.m., yes? Or, how about this wonderful beauty right here, the Stairmaster? Look at that. Sorry if my camera skills aren't that fancy. That's the Stairmaster, just in case you're wondering what that is. That helps to tone up the glutes, the quads, the hamstring muscles. I'm gonna walk around some more. Can you tell what these babies are right here? Anyone know what those are? Woo-woo, Miss Catherine, that's right. Okay, so you guys stay in the gym. So you guys know exactly where I am. Just walking around so you can see some of the other items that are in here. Because I want you to become familiar with this, because you should have a good understanding of what this looks like in the upcoming months if you don't already have some kind of knowledge about it. So this is a punching bag. And strengthen those arms with those punching bags, so get used to that one too. This is a great machine here. I'm going to show you. This is our seated, see if you can see it. There we go. This is our seated leg lift. So what this machine does, it helps the quadriceps strengthen the quadriceps. And for those of you that aren't aware, the quadriceps are one of the strongest muscle. It is the strongest muscle on the body, the quads. You know where the quads are? I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to ask these folks to tell me. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Is,
Would you oppose to being on camera? No? Okay, I'm asking these folks, say, what's your name?
Reese.
Reese? He's working you too hard. I came at the right time, guys, because I found two people in the gym that's actually working out right now. So I'm going to see if Reese and Kim can tell me what the quadriceps are, because we already know what it does. It's the largest muscle on the body.
Quadriceps. I'm going to be both of your leg muscles.
There you go. Did you see that, guys? Say hello to Reese. Say hi to Reese. You're waving to people from California, North Carolina. And Kim, where's your hamstring, Kim? Ah, so Reese is working out, Kim, just letting you know, okay? And we're getting a tour of the gym, so let's see, what can I ask you guys now? So what is your, we're gonna talk about, our goal today is we're talking about developing great habits. Okay? We're talking about developing great habits. That's the conversation for tonight, in case you guys didn't remember. So I'm gonna ask them what their thoughts are before I go into my notes as to what we discussed about 2 nights ago. Okay, Reese? You're on. Tell these wonderful people what developing great habits are. I showed them the gym first because I wanted to make sure they were familiar with what was here.
I think in order to develop great fitness habits, you first have to have a purpose. You have to have a purpose for why, and I like to call it your why. Why you want to do it, why you're going to be determined to get up every morning, what means enough to you to make skipping the gym unacceptable. Once you have your why, once you develop that, I think the next thing that you have to do is have your determination, which means, you know, come hell or high water, you're going to get there, you're going to do it, you're going to keep striving until you accomplish your why. Once you do that, I think one of the great philosophers says it takes 21 days to develop a habit, so just give yourself 21 days. First 14 are probably going to be pretty hard, but then after that, it's smooth sailing once you get to 21.
You know, Reese, I'm stealing Reese for a moment. Hey guys, I'm stealing Reese for a moment. So Reese was on, he was reading my notes, and my notes are all the way over there. Okay? So he talked about having a purpose, which we've been talking about visualization, writing the notes down, and manifestation happening. But he talked about purpose and a why. And a why is one of those lines I have on my notes tonight. And I'm gonna share that with you because there's two things. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. And in Jamaica, 1 + 1 = 9. Okay. All right. So he talked about a purpose, and he also talked about developing a great habit takes how many days?
21.
Now, something else I had on my notes was that. But guess what? Developing a great habit takes 18 to 254 days, and developing a great behavior. Okay, behavior after the habit is 66 days.
Absolutely.
So remember, he's right on track. This is just not a Yankee business, just Ron Laconda business. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you get this right. Okay? So we're gonna see what Miss Kim have to say because she's probably right on. I didn't have to look at my notes. They just took everything. So Miss Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you guys like the way I just find people and just entertain them? One of these days I'm gonna get in trouble. Tell us. I'm Donna, by the way, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I would say consistency. Like once you develop your why, it's all about being consistent. And then the other thing is accountability partner. So Reese gets to be my accountability partner with check-ins and just making sure I'm doing things right and I'm staying focused and to remind you of your why.
Nice, nice. So do you have a goal set, Miss Kim? And you don't necessarily have to tell us what it is, but
right, I do.
You have a goal set.
Yes.
And what inspired you to come up with that goal?
Self-care, like putting myself first. I'm a mom of 2. I work 24/7, and so my goal is aligned with just spending more time with myself and focusing on myself and doing something for me.
That me a talk about people. Yay! She's right on point. So she's getting her mindset. Now, is this something you do on a regular basis,
Yes.
or are you doing this for the new year?
No, this is regular basis. I started like 6 months ago.
What did I tell you guys the past week? When I believe in a no New Year's resolution. That's foolishness. That's Yankee business. You understand me? Kim, high five. Woo! High five five, high five. So you guys just spoke to a lot of people in North Carolina, all across the country.
Good,
So
good.
thank you so much.
No
We're talking about how to
people
develop.
having us.
Yes, thank you so much. Hard working. Now, guys, you see all these weights right here. For those of you who aren't familiar, there. You see, Reese is putting down a 40-pound one. I'm sure all you guys can pump that weight right there. And here's another great machine. Show you this one right here. If you can see it, this is for the arms, the back, triceps. All right, so how are you guys doing out there? Hope you're taking away something from this so far. Just wanted to show you around the gym, give you an idea of what's here, things that you might have seen before, things that you might not have seen before. One more thing I want to show you. Hold on. One more thing. Let me show you these balls here. Now, these balls, they come in different sizes, just in case you guys aren't aware. They come in different sizes in terms of inches, 75 inches, 65 inches, and that's determined by your height, just to let you know. So if you don't already own one, I would advise you to make sure that you pick up one of those balls, because whatever it is that you guys are sitting on at home, if it's a nice comfortable chair at your dining room table, in your kitchen, most of all in a place like your computer room where you're doing work all day long, you want to make sure you have one of those balls, because you know what happens? When you sit on one of those balls, it actually strengthens your abdominal muscle. I actually have on my fitness gear here tonight. Let me show you my sexiness. All right, so when you sit on one of those balls, it helps you to stabilize the core, because as that ball is moving back and forth, it helps with the hip action, helps with the belly, and it keeps the abs firm, because what you're doing, you're sucking your belly button to your spine, and you're being forced to sit upright, because you have to balance yourself. You're not in a chair where you're sitting back and you're comfortable, you're nice and comfy. When you're on the ball, guess what happens? Now you're forced to stabilize those hips so that you can stay balanced. And each time you're staying balanced, what you're doing is strengthening the core, and you're also strengthening the back muscle, because you know there's 3 different kind of core muscles, correct? You have the main abdominal muscle, the side obliques, and the rear obliques, right? All right, so again, I'm gonna just refresh. I just wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to meet Reese and Kim, and they were very nice in joining us tonight. I'm so appreciative of that. Just wanted to go over a couple of quick things. As I mentioned, 66 days to form a behavior. Yes, you can develop great habits, which takes a process from 18 days up to 254 days to develop that habit. But what allows you to develop that habit? It's discipline, and it's a change of mindset, okay? Before you start to develop that habit, you have to change the mindset. One great thing that does that is by coming into the gym will help you to maintain that discipline and the proper mindset. What does that do, you ask? By coming to the gym, it helps you to release cortisol. And cortisol is that stress hormone that you all don't have because you guys aren't under stress. So, but when you come in and, for example, you get on that treadmill and you begin to run, right? And you get to about 1.5 miles. I'm sure you can run 1.5 miles in about 7 minutes. My goal is usually 2 miles. Knock it in, knock it out. When you get done, you're in full sweat, you're burning all the calories, your mindset is completely changed. So if you ever have a day where you're just overly stressed, don't turn to any medication. Make sure you go for a quick run. Even if the run is about 30 minutes or 15 minutes, every little bit counts. Because as you're running, it's releasing that natural hormone that you have that's going to allow that stress response to go down. Okay? Yes. So remember, we want to make sure that we're not just developing great habits, we're developing a behavior as well. Now, exercise creates release of the hormone. We just talked about that. Couple of things that I think is very important, we spoke about it several times, is great journaling, making sure that you take notes. You want to take notes of the things that you're putting in your body, because it's not just a physical exercise that's going to help you to maintain that mindset. It's what you're putting in your mouth. A lot of things that you're putting in your mouth, guys, has a lot to do with the way your body responds. Okay, so it's not all about just good exercise. It's a combination of things, which are the things that I teach people how to do. It's not just one thing. Now, let me ask, can you drive a car with 3 wheels? That will look kind of funny. Unless it's one of those fancy bikes. I don't know what they call them, I forgot. But they have a bike that has 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back. So maybe, yes, you can ride a bike, but if the car has 3 wheels, I feel sorry for you. Don't go on that highway with that, because you might not make it too far. All right, you need all 4 wheels operating, all 4 of them operating. Hello, Anthony, thank you so much for joining. You need all 4 wheels operating at the same time simultaneously on that highway to make sure you're having a smooth ride. What happens when you get a flat? Then the car starts to go like this, and that don't feel good. I know you know that doesn't feel good, right? So you want to make sure, like a car, you have all 4 wheels on your vehicle is the same way you want to have things set in motion in terms of what you're doing in this particular location, the gym, and what you're putting in your mouth, because that has a lot to do with the effects on your mind. And the mind is what's going to set up the discipline that you need to create that habit, and then the habit creating the behavior. All right? Waking up earlier, that's one thing that I would highly recommend. That's a habit that you can start creating. That's new if you're someone that sleeps in all the time. Some of you guys, oh, I'm going to get up at 10. On the days that you're not working, you might want to sleep in late. But I tell you, even the days that I'm off, I'm up because I know that my agenda is full. I have things to accomplish, things to get done. And so what I make sure I do is I make valuable moments at every single time of the day that I have. So once the discipline is developed and you're trying to create that habit, okay, you're going to start to be more conscious of the things that you're doing. All right, and in order to do that and to get more time in the day to get those things done, you don't want to have wasted time. Wasted time, folks, can be what? It could be watching television. That's the #1 time waster. If you saw the facts as it relates to watching television, you will be amazed. All right, so the time, what you want to do is when you have that habit you're trying to break, you need to find something else to substitute what it is that you're doing. So for example, if you're eating bags of potato chips all the time and you're watching, I don't know, CNN, or you get the Oreo bag, you know, you'll get the Oreo cookie. You get the Oreo cookie and you take the bag of Oreo cookie, and instead of taking out 1 Oreo cookie and you dip it in the milk, you just sit on there and you eat Oreo cookie all the time. Oreo. Before you know it, the whole bag of cookie done. So what you do, you take 2 Oreo, put it in a Ziploc bag, and carry the Ziploc bag with you, so you don't have to eat off the whole pack of Oreo cookie, right? So guess what? Now every time you go to pick up the Oreo, all right, or pick up the bag of potato chips, your mind now is getting programmed so that what's happening is you're going to start developing a habit. One of the things that's important to do that is making sure you think first. I remember mentioning that a couple of lives back. You have to take time to think. A lot of us don't think. People are acting so fast that they're not quiet in their mind and taking time to think. So once you think about it, I guarantee the choice that you're getting ready to make will be something that you'll be able to alter to something better. So instead of picking up the chips, you're going to pick up an apple, right? Instead of picking up the Oreo, maybe you pick up a red pepper. I'll tell you about that in future segment, the benefits of the red pepper. It will blow your mind, okay? So find an alternative, but the only way to do that and start getting the habits is by slowing your mind down. So before you step, you think about it. Just think of it. You're getting ready to step on, you're walking down the sidewalk and you come up to a curb and there's a big hole there. Are you just going to arbitrarily step off into that hole? No. You're going to think first, because the hole is so obvious that The minute you step off, you know, in your mind it's automatically picking it up and it's saying, oh my gosh, if I step in that hole, I might break my ankle, I might twist my leg, I might fall down. All these things you're processing. So the same way you have that thought process when your body is encountering a danger zone, now I want you to do is take your time to step back 2 steps, even if it's not a danger zone, and think, all right? Be proactive and not reactive to those responses that you're getting. So I want you to try to get up early every morning. Get up 1 hour earlier if you can. I don't know if you're someone that have to go to work early in the mornings, like 5 o'clock or 4. If that's the case, still get up earlier. Because what you're doing is you're adding an extra hour to your day that you can actually take the time to get some of those things done you may not be getting done already. But it's not so much the items you're getting done. You want to make sure that you're doing that because you're telling your mind that this is a new habit now that you're going to develop. Okay? So I know the actual task that you're getting ready to do is important, but one of the most important things is making sure that you're programming your mind to get into this zone every single day. All right? It's not about the task so much. The task is important, but you're doing this. You're doing the same thing every day. So when the 66th day comes, it's going to be like clockwork. You're going to get up and do it like on response. You're not going to think about it. Okay, it's in your subconscious. Your subconscious is already reading your body and its body clock, and it's saying it's time to get up because you got to go for early morning jog, or you got to prepare the house before everyone else wakes up in the morning. Whatever it is that you need to do that suits you. All right, journaling is another great thing. Taking journals first thing in the morning when you get up early, it prepares your mindset for the remainder of the day. So if you're not doing that, try to journal. Try new things and gets you outside of your comfort zone. It creates a new habit, and it also allows you to face your fears. All right, so try something new and different because it takes you out of your box. When you're in that box all the time, you're doing the same thing all the time, it's important to jar it up because it shifts your mind in the way the wheels are turning so that it gets a new perspective on the things that you are doing. All right? So pause. We just talked about pause and visualize your why. That's what I was mentioning. Mr. Reese was talking about your why. Your purpose has to be so strong. Your why has to be so strong that you do it no matter what. Okay? Whatever career it is that you're trying to develop, for yourself and your family, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, it has to be so strong that it hurts, that you're thinking, I have got to get this done because I need to net a good future for my parents, or I need to be there to support them, or I need to be around so that when my children get older, I'm here and can be a part of their life. So whatever that why is, if it's not strong enough, it's not going to propel you in the direction that you're going. You see what Miss Kim says? She started her workout 6 months ago. So she's not waiting for the new year. She started this because she saw the purpose in her children and her own family, and she was dedicated enough to get started way early and get an accountability partner. All right? We're almost finished, guys. Let's see. Slow down to allow yourself time to digest the action. We just spoke about that. You have to really just slow the body down to digest the action that you're going to take, right? It's super, super important. Setting your goals, all your goals, improves the dopamine. We'll talk about dopamine later on, but I wanted to really focus on the cortisol and what happens when you're on that treadmill. Amazing things happen on the treadmill. Not only are you building the quads and your hamstring, all those muscles surrounded into the leg, you're strengthening your core because your core has to stabilize. Your core has to stabilize the rest of the body as you're moving up and down. Your mind is working because guess what? If you turn that setting up to a number 4, you turn it up to a 4, what's going to happen if you don't pay attention? You don't pay attention, you're coming off the back of that treadmill. Right? So you have to make sure you're focusing. You're looking at the screen, you're like, oh, I'm on 4. But guess what? I can go up to a 5. I can go up to a 6. Yeah. Ooh, 2 more minutes to go. Oh yeah, let's kick it up to a 7. Take it to a fast sprint, right? Take it to a fast sprint and just get to the end, because you're keeping the end in mind, you're keeping that goal in mind of running 3 miles. You're almost there, but guess what? You're trying to beat the time you had last night. So now you're gonna speed up a little faster so you can make that goal and beat it by a minute, right? Beat it by a minute. So I wrote something down that was pretty cool. I'm trying to find it. Listen to this. Self-awareness. I wrote it tonight. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. So I was planning on doing the live a little bit earlier. And I thought, nope, gotta make sure I take care of what's important right now. She's working tomorrow. I'm working all day. And the rest of my family is working all day. So we're out. Hopefully she doesn't watch us live. We're out trying to find things that's gonna make her day amazing. So I have a great thing that we're gonna do tomorrow. She's working, and then I'll tell you this last quote that I created myself. She's working, I'm working, my son's working, his girlfriend's working, and I thought she wanted to have a nicely decorated room. So guess what we're gonna do? We're not only going to purchase items needed, which I just got done doing as one of my live business leads, but when she's gone to work tomorrow night, we're going to decorate her room, put the colors that she wants, put everything in place the way she wants it, lay balloons out, and I'm actually going to her job, guys, because I just love to embarrass them, and they know it. I'm gonna take some big balloons and a big bouquet of flowers, and let me tell you, her job is busy, especially during New Year. They are on point tomorrow night. And Donna's gonna go in there with my son and my son's girlfriend, and I think Miss Vivian's gonna be joining us. She doesn't know yet, but if she's watching this, she'll know, because tomorrow we'll be working on our dream board. Tomorrow night, Miss Vivian and I, so feel free to join us. We'll be adding some tidbits that you might want to know. I bought some awesome things I'm going to show you guys, but I don't want to segue real quick. Vision board is tomorrow night, but I'm going to take it to her job. I've already sent a note out to ask permission of my boss to make sure it's okay. So we're going to go straight into her job with all these things in hand, and when she's running around doing her thing, she's going to go like this. And her world will be blessed. She says, Mom, don't worry about it. You're working, I'm working. We can just celebrate something on a different day. It's all right. But you know what? It's not all right for me. For a young girl that's going to turn 23, for me, at her age, that would have been important. So we want to make sure that she feels very special tomorrow. So again, part of developing those habits, you see what the need is, you find out what the why is. This will make an impact way down the line from her. She's going to remember. She will remember that. I've done a few surprise parties for her that was just totally off the charts, and trust what I tell you, she will never ever forget those. So what is your why? How strong is your why? How strong is it? Is it strong enough to catapult you into the next step, the next few months? Is it? If it's not strong enough, and if you are not speaking those words and believing in your heart that whatever that goal is that you put on paper, that it means the absolute world to you to get done, then you are not going to get up early. You're not going to journal. You're not going to change some of the habits you have. You can continuously take part in all the habitual things that you know is not contributing to your future. So do me a favor. Take a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to write down all those habits that you aspire to change. All the habits that you aspire to change. Don't make it a fancy list. Just put down, smoking, drinking, gossiping, eating fried foods, whatever the case is. Write down all those goals that you're trying, the things that you're trying to remove, those habits. All right? Now, what I want you to do is when you write them down, don't just write them down and say, I'm going to work on getting rid of all that. No. I want you to make 2 columns. This one, put down the habits you have now. This column, put the habits and the suggestion that you would like to make in place of this. Remember the chip and the apple? If you're eating potato chips every single day, then tell yourself you're going to go to Sam's and get a big bag of Gala apples, and you're going to eat the apple instead of the potato chips. Much more benefits, greater fiber. This is a whole lot of processed fats. Find a substitution, because the thing is, when I train someone, the one thing I tell them, I don't want you to just take these things and say, I'm going to get rid of it. You want to take them, but you want to have a substitute, because when the person don't know what to fall back on, it's a little bit different. They don't know what to fall back on, because guess what? Number one, they don't have the knowledge maybe. All right, they're not proficient in quickly thinking about something else, so naturally they're going to gravitate to the old habits. And number two, they'll have no desire. They'll allow the day-to-day activities to interfere with what it is that they're doing and use that as an excuse. So don't forget, that's your homework assignment tonight. Write a list of all your habits that you're doing right now. You want to take off your list. Even if you write 5, if you write 2, if you write 10, wherever the flow hits you, if you're writing, the pen can't stop moving, keep going. If you only write 2 and that's where you're stuck, that's probably where you need to be at the time. It's perfectly fine. Write them down and then make sure you write a substitute on the opposite side. So listen to this, guys. Listen to this. I was just walking, shopping, looking for things for her, and this hit me. Hits me right away. And when things hit me, I have to write it down right away, because when God starts to speak, if I don't write it right away, I'll forget it. So listen, self-awareness allows the mind to find alternative solutions to an undesired decision. I'm going to read that really slow. Self-awareness allows the mind to find alternative solutions to undesired decisions. All right? So, I didn't get a chance to look at all your messages. I'm going to go back really quick. I noticed that Anthony, it looks like you and I may be the only one here. Well, let's see who else is here. So we had Miss Kathy join us tonight. So I don't know why it doesn't add some of you guys to the camera. Let's see. It's an interesting comment it puts on here. So Miss Tara, I appreciate you having joined us tonight. Not sure who's left on. Priscilla, thank you so much for watching. Miss Pat, Miss Kathy, Miss Felicia. Yay, I see you, I'm here. Glennis. Oop. Leah, Miss Leah. Miss Kathy, you had a great day. Ramona. Very interesting how it doesn't bring some of you guys to the camera. Not understanding that. Miss Catherine, thank you so much for being on. I sincerely appreciate that. Miss Leah, Miss Priscilla, you guys are all awake in North Carolina, West Coast. Miss Kathy in LA, woohoo! Priscilla, the gem, yes, Miss Catherine. Love it, woo-woo. Walk at noon, Miss Leah. Walk at noon. I'm not sure if you're on, Miss Leah, but if you're walking at noon every day, kudos to you. When I was in management, what I did was I was running 2-3 miles every single day before I went back to my desk and took care of my team. For me, that was my endorphin release and my cortisol release, so that my mind could be on the right track when I got back to doing that whole management role. Miss Priscilla, great tour. Glad you liked the gym. Miss Glennis, hello. Hello. Miss Priscilla, determining your why, great concept. Reese, nothing will stop me no matter what. Yes, Miss Priscilla, I love it. Tara, purpose, determination, 21 days. Yes, Miss Tara, thank you so much. Miss Glennis, man, he was ready. Wasn't he on point? He nailed it. This wasn't rehearsed, guys, just letting you know, in case you were wondering. I just came in and just, whoever I had. On point, purpose and why, 66 days to change behavior, Miss Felicia. Accountability, Miss Felicia, thank you so much. Priscilla, they know all the concept. An accountability partner, amazing. Yes, see, a lot of times we know what to do, we just don't do it. But see, they're proven fact that they're not just talking the talk, they're actually walking the walk as well. Miss Tara, mindset, self-care and consistency. Miss Felicia, you have a 65-inch ball. Fantastic. I hope that you're using that ball on a regular basis. There's a lot more than you can do with that ball. But the number one thing is to replace the chair in the house with that ball, okay? Great for strengthening the core, absolutely. Mr. Anthony, I appreciate you joining us. Let's see what Mr. Anthony says. Many don't want to hear that, but it's true. Health food, yes, yes. I'm loving the relatable illustrations. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Lennis. Anthony, less junk food, more energy. Energy, taste buds, explode and sharpen. Absolutely. 66 days, Anthony. Priscilla, you're here. Wonderful. And Leah's here. Oh, my 2 Lone Rangers. So guess what? Everyone else has to catch the repeat. I know Mr. Kevin said to keep it short, but guys, you know me. If I'm training on something and I'm on that little point, I want to make sure that I drive it home and you guys get a great understanding. So this is day 3 for me. You guys are very patient with me, and I so appreciate it. I do hope that you were able to take something away today, a little nugget, okay, something small. And look, guys, this is just amazing. Look at Miss Kim and Reese. Look at that. You see? Dedicated at 11, 12 o'clock at night. All right? So guys, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. Thank you so much. This is Donna Sharp, day 3, Owning Your Brilliance Live. And we spoke about developing habits today. Again, just a reminder, Miss Vivian and I will be doing our dream board tomorrow. The spirit is telling me just turn my live on and just give you guys some basics that you might want to know. So as you prepare your board in the comfort of your own home, at least you'll have an idea what to get. My mind started running. I have a very creative mind, and it really started running when I was in the store as far as some things that I can do. And if I can share them with you, then why not help you to get an opportunity to create that board for yourself. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. God bless you all. Have a beautiful evening. Thanks again. Bye.